YouTube SEO used to take hours for every single video. So if you're just getting going on YouTube now, I consider yourself lucky. If you're an online entrepreneur like me trying to grow a lead generating YouTube channel, I'm going to show you what YouTube SEO still matters, what parts are a waste of time, as well as show you how YouTube decides which videos it's going to recommend. Quick definition for anyone newer to this: when I say keyword, that's just the words or phrase that somebody's typing into the search bar, like how to get coaching clients, how to grow on YouTube. And our goal is to use those phrases in the right places so that our videos get found. Now, some good news and good news, or some people might consider it bad news, good news. You cannot trick YouTube into recommending your video. Now, for those of us that are making helpful videos, this is actually good news. For scammers, it's bad news. But used to be that people would stuff keywords into their description and their title and everywhere that they could to try and get a video to rank, even if it wasn't the best fit for that video. But the good news is YouTube no longer penalizes newer channels. So it used to be when you could keyword stuff, as they called it, then YouTube wanted a new channel to publish for a while before it really gave its videos a chance. That's exactly how it works on Google, right? Generally, you can't just say, oh, here's a really good blog post, and it'll show up on page 1 of Google that same day. But on YouTube, when you do it right, you can come up in search on the first day that your video comes up. In fact, I wanted to test this, so recently I set up a secret channel, didn't tell anybody about it, and I published the very first video. Later that same day, that video had been suggested by YouTube 100 times and gotten its first view all the way through. And the great part is, once you have a video kick in, it can bring you views and leads for years. I made this video about social media image sizes back in 2018, and look at this, it's still being found in search, and not just YouTube. Now let's look at the most important places on YouTube to put that keyword that you want to show up in search for. And by the way, if you don't know how to come up with keywords in the first place, I'll cover that as well. We're going to put our keyword in 4 different places. And the first one is in the title, and not just in the title overall. You want to put it in the first 60 characters of the title. Now, personally, I don't like to make titles longer than 60 characters because it gets cut off on mobile, but YouTube also emphasizes the words that are in the early part of the title more than the ones that are in the later part of the title. Plus, if somebody searches and your video comes up, if they can see the keyword that they searched for or something very similar, they're a lot more likely to click on your video. Second place to put it is in your video's description, and you want it in the first 150-ish characters. We want it to show right at the top, and the closer to the beginning of your description, the better, because again, that's something else that shows up in search results. And if someone searched for your exact keyword, it'll actually be bolded in the search results, which helps catch their eye even more. Now, there's some old advice floating around that I want to make sure you don't follow. Do not be tempted to put a full transcript or jam a bunch of keywords into the description, okay? First, your video is going to be automatically transcribed, and YouTube is already using that as part of your SEO. So no need to make your description long and ugly just to achieve something like that. But second, sometimes the more data that you give it, the more confused the algorithm can get. So in your description, really focus on 1 to 3 keywords max. Third, you can put your keyword or keywords in your chapters or timestamps. These appear as part of your description, as well as on top of the video if somebody hovers over it while they're watching. And the cool part about this is, if you've ever searched on Google and you've had a key moment of a video shows up and it plays like right in the middle of the video, that comes from those chapters. I've had videos get thousands of views because my chapter started coming up in search when the whole video didn't. And the cool part is it's much quicker to create your chapters now because we have AI. In fact, I will link to a prompt that I spent months testing to help you create chapters and timestamps really, really quickly down in the description of this video. Now, I want to show you how to find keywords worth using here in just a second. But the fourth place that you want your main keyword to be is in your actual video, like actually say it so it becomes part of the transcript. In fact, if you go back to the beginning of this video, you'll see that the first 2 words I said, hopefully, unless I ad-libbed, should have been YouTube SEO. YouTube SEO. But there's a second benefit of this as well. If somebody sees your video in search, they click on it and they start watching it, and then you say the thing they're interested in again right at the beginning, YouTube SEO, that also reaffirms, okay, this is the video that I'm looking for, and hopefully they take their hand off the mouse or set their iPad down that they're watching on and actually commit to watching your video. Now, one of the places that keywords don't really matter anymore is tags. This is part of the upload flow on YouTube, and YouTube has even said unless it's a word that people spell wrong all the time, there's really not a big benefit from adding tags. A lot of my videos these days, I don't even bother to add tags. Now, I want to show you how to find keywords worth using, but our whole goal here is to get YouTube recommending our videos to new people, right? And so if you want to learn how to do that in a much more effective way, I've got a free YouTube workshop where we talk about getting your YouTube videos recommended, not just in search, but also in the browse feed, on the homepage, and more. And if you pause this video and scan the QR code on the screen or go to the link down in the description, you can reserve your free ticket right now. So how do we come up with keywords that are worth using and worth making videos about? Whether you're just starting out or you've been publishing for a while, I want to share a couple of my favorite ways. So if you're just getting started, don't worry about like paid research tools right now. Literally, what are the questions that your clients and customers are asking you all the time? And if you don't have clients and customers yet, then maybe go read some threads on Reddit or Quora or different sites where people are literally talking about the problems they have. That's an incredible place to start to figure out what keywords and videos you should be making. Now, once you've been publishing for a little while, you can actually go into your YouTube analytics inside of YouTube Studio, and you're going to see a tab that's either going to be called Trends or Research. And this is a free tool YouTube gives us to find out what types of videos have demand for them. In fact, you can even see here on the screen, it says very high interest from your viewers. Probably why I'm making this video right now, but also sometimes it'll say, this is something people are searching for, and there's not a lot of high quality results yet. So that's literally the lowest hanging fruit on YouTube, something with high demand and low competition. Now, as I mentioned, if your channel is newer, there's not enough data for it, then that tab is not as helpful. And this is where a paid tool can really fill that gap. I'll link to the one that I use down in the description of this video. It's less than 20 bucks a month and saves you from making videos that there won't be any interest in. Now, that's only the first part. YouTube SEO will help you come up on the search page, but how do we get people to click our video over someone else's? Well, a lot of times that comes down to the title. Click the video on the screen right now, and I'll show you the specific formula that will get you way more clicks on every single one of your videos.